I can able to see you. So let's start the session for today. So firstly, very good morning. Basically, as the name suggests, we'll go from the basic, what is ITGC and what is SOX. So what is this all about? Why we kept zero coding? Why it's zero coding? Then if it is zero coding, why it's high paid? And what are the things what you can able to learn from this course? What I will teach. So all the things we'll discuss today in the class. So let me share my screen. Hope my screen is visible, right? For everyone. Akhil, is my screen visible?
Yes, we can able to see your screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, we can able to see your screen.
So as I said, ITGC. So basically, ITGC came out of GRC. Okay. So you will listen n number of names like ITGC, GRC, SOC 2, SOC 1, and etc. 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 Basically, all these the things what we will do inside these are the same. The core will be the same except the SOC 1. The core, the auditing techniques, what we will do, the controls, what we will check will be the same. First, in this, we will deep dig why, where, what. So, firstly, if at all we are speaking about ITGC and GRC and other concepts, first we'll know what is an organization. What is an organization? That means what is a company is all about. Let's say a organization is there called TCS. What are the TCS offering services? What is TCS is delivering services? TCS is giving software services. Tech Mahindra is also giving software services. And other organizations also giving software services. So while giving these services, three different organizations are giving same service. You are giving the same service, Ajju giving the same service, Akhil giving the same service, and I'm also giving the same service. If here a new person came into market, a new person called A came into market, and he need IT support. Let's think he need IT support. And in the market, TCS is providing IT service, Tech Mahindra is providing IT service, and some XYZ company also providing IT service. So how this A will select whether to go with TCS or Tech Mahindra or SOX. How he will select. How he will select means directly the answer is based on the internal controls audit report. Sir, what are these internal controls? Then what is this audit report? How it is related to, how this all related to ITGC? Okay. So these are the questions what you will have. We'll deep dig that. So basically, internal controls are nothing but rules and regulations that an organization is following. That means these rules and regulations need to followed by the organization. So again, you will get doubt. So, sir, what are the rules and regulations? What are the rules and regulations, sir? So let's say this organization is TCS. First, all the files need to be in the encrypted format. Where the sensitive data is there. This is one of the control. What this control is saying, that means this is one of the rule in TCS. What is the rule? All files, each and every file which containing sensitive data means you can able to take personally identifiable information or cardholder information or company core files. So all those files that need to be in encrypted format. That means it's not in human readable code. It's not to be in human readable code. It need to be in machine readable code. So this is one control. And for your better understanding, I'll give the layman examples. Whenever any new hire joins the company, joins the organization, this new hire need to finish the BGV within 90 days from joining. 90 days from joining. That means whenever any new person joined in TCS, then definitely his BGV need to be finished within 90 days. This is also one rule. Like this, we have some rules For your understanding, these are rules. For the general terminology, it will be called as internal controls. Okay, these rules related to organization. That means if at all you are an organization, then definitely some rules need to be adhered by you. Adhered means need to be followed by you. Organization, people. That means there are some rules, which are related to the employees who are working in your organization. So people controls, technology, technology. That means IT controls, IT controls. That means IT rules and regulations. Next one, physical controls. That means if at all your organization is in Hyderabad, Gachibowli, let's say for example. So what are the rules and regulations that your office, being it is present physical, let me be very straight. This physical aspect will cover if at all any disaster that is happened, any cyclone happened, any fire accident happened, any other things happen. So from physical perspective, how good your organization is, we will check in physical. So these are the four different rules. These are the four different rules and regulations where the ITGC will lies on. Except this, in this physical also, some of the controls will be there, like physical access and logical access. Those rules will be taught in class. Those also will come under ITGC. So briefly, if at all we are speaking, we need to say about ITGC is nothing but, till now about our understanding, rules which are nothing but internal controls, audit. It's not internal audit. It's not internal audit. Internal controls audit. Internal controls means the rules and regulations which are being followed by the organization. Which are being followed by the organization internally. So till now, only till to the point, not all the doubts. Anybody is having any doubts? Anybody? Rudiviraj, could you please unmute yourself and you speak out?
Good morning. I just want to know what is actual control.
When you joined the class just now?
I'm from the starting. As you said, the rules and regulations are nothing but the internal controls, right? So the word specifically, the word control is defining the rules and regulation. Is that what I'm telling is right?
Exactly. So can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So there I wrote one control. All the files that are need to be encrypted, that are need to be in the encrypted format, wherever the file is processing some sensitive information. That means, let's say this is one sort of control. This is one of the control. So the files which are containing sensitive information, If at all your organization is dealing with IT services. So if at all we are delivering a key project, so those files need to be encrypted. Or if at all you are into credit card industry, the card numbers and personally identifiable data of the customers need to be encrypted. So that's what he's saying. This is one of the control. And this new hire joins, whenever any new hire joins, screening, background verification, NDA forms need to be signed. All these are one part of people controls, HR controls, you can call it as. This is how controls will look like.
Got it. In the first example, the encryption is one of the control, and in our second example, the HR controls are
No. This whole sentence is a control. You can't able to say encryption is a control. Encryption need to be there. Where? On the sensitive files. It's not saying that all the files need to be encrypted. It's saying, clearly saying, very specific. Control will be very specific. If at all I am saying, go to house of home to go to Prithviraj's home, they will come to only your home. It's very specific. All the files need to be encrypted format. But where? Which files? The files which storing the sensitive information. Those only need to be encrypted. Like how it will work.
got it.
Got it?
Got it. Thank you.
So, firstly, there are nearly 34 members in this demo. Okay. In this 34 members, 10 members already are my previous attendees. They know what is ITGC and everything, how the demo will go, they knows. Remaining 24 members, out of 24 members, 10 members don't know about ITGC, just they came to see the demo, whether how this trainer is teaching and what is ITGC. So what is this all about? That's why these 10 people came to see. So remaining 14 people, not 14, 13 people, these guys will think like, so this is second or third demo for them with the different trainer. They will look for what the best they can get it. Okay. So let's see from each and every person's perspective, whether you might be a newcomer or anything. I am saying to you, the main key ingredient, prerequisite, everybody will ask me after this demo, sir, what are the prerequisites? That means, what are the things we need to know before starting with ITGC? Nothing you need to have. No need of any prerequisites. Only one prerequisite I need: communication skill. Communication skill. That's only I need. You need to speak. You need to speak. I will teach from layman. No issues at all. But you need to speak. Because as we said, why communication skill is a prerequisite, I'll let you know in the next things. So right from the beginning, I'm saying ITGC. Let's elaborate this ITGC. ITGC is nothing but information, technology, governance, controls. So what is this all about? Controls, we saw how the controls will be. What is governance controls? What is information technology? That regularly you will listen software. Information technology governance controls means how the IT setup of an organization is actually going and actually working, we need to see. The main task of ITGC auditors or GRC auditors, anybody, the main task is listen carefully, whether you didn't listen previously or next. Pay attention for this 10 minutes. This is the heart. All the ITGC controls, all the ITGC controls will be there in one document called RCM. In this document, you will be having all the controls of an organization. So, as an auditor, as an auditor, as an auditor, you will be auditing this RCM controls. The controls which are being present inside this RCM document, as an auditor, you will audit these controls. What controls you will audit? What controls you will audit? Majorly, we are saying controls. What controls? Change management controls, incident management controls, access management, vulnerability management, patch management, batch jobs, backup, risk management, application controls. These are all the branches. These are all the branches in ITGC where the controls will be there. So, controls relating to change management, we will audit. Incident management, we will audit. Access management, we will audit. Vulnerability management, we will audit. Patch management, we will audit. Batch jobs, backup, risk, application controls, we will audit. So controls relating these departments, these items will be there in the RCM. So how you will know what are the controls to audit in change management? What are the controls to audit in incident management? What are the controls to audit in access management? What are the controls to audit in vulnerability management? How you will get to know? In the class. We will teach what is change management and what are the controls that will be there in the change management. What are the controls that will be there in the change management and how to audit this control. Like for each and everything which is been written here will be taught. This is what the job you need to do inside going the organization. So till now, we discussed what prerequisites we discussed, that is communication skill. Second thing we discussed, what is RCM? The full form is risk control metrics. Basically, this is a document where all the ITGC controls will be there. Okay. So this is what we discussed till now. What we'll do as an IT auditor now. Why these controls are important? Why it need to be there? So previously we discussed, if A needs some IT service, and B, C, D are providing the same service. Among these three, how A need to choose one among these three based on the IT audit report. How this IT audit report will be given? Based on the ITGC controls audit. That will be called as IT audit report. Where we will get these controls? From RCM document. So till now, is this clear for everyone? Everything is clear, or any doubts you can ask? Till now. Not the doubts about experience, not the doubts about other things. Till now, anybody is having any doubts?
Yeah, I have a small question. So A has to choose from the B, C, and D service providers, right? Based on the ITGC report. So the service providers has to generate their own ITGC reports.
No. That will come in next 5 minutes, Pradhiraj.
Sure. Fine.
Yeah. So why these
Sir?
many members joined? Yes.
Sir, I have one more doubt. So
Yes.
is that ITGC controls are different from one company to another company, or else like those all are standard like ISO audit, like SOC 2 audit? Like, is it a framework, separate framework? Like,
Very good question. Actually, there is my question from my side as well for you. So what is the difference between SOC 2 and ISO?
ISO is a standard organization, and it is an British uh, a British one. It's a framework, and SOC 2 specifically talks about like cybersecurity control, and it's an American-based control.
Ramakrishna, basically ISO is not a standard, ISO is a framework. Sorry,
Yes.
ISO is not a framework. Sorry, ISO is not a framework, ISO is a standard.
Yeah, ISO is standard,
ISO,
but yes,
there
yes,
is
yes,
a
sir. Yes.
line between standard and a framework. Framework means you can able to tweak, you can able to change some of the controls according to your organization. Let's say, let me very layman. So today I said you to come to office in between 9 to 10. I'm not specifying any perfect time. I'm saying that Ramakrishna, come in between 9 to 10. So it's a flexibility. So framework is like that. According to your organization, you can able to change some controls. Okay. But whenever you are speaking about standard, International Organization for Standardization 27001. Okay. Standard means whatever you are seeing in the standard that need to be present inside the organization. Then only the organization is an ISO standard organization. That's the difference. Not this is one SOC 2 is of AACPA, that means American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and this is a British one. No, the main difference is this. And SOC 2 is not a framework. It's a compliance. Whether you are auditing ISO, whether you are auditing SOC 2, both will deal with ITGC controls only. The thing previously, one of the control I said here, BGV need to be finished within 90 days. So this BGV is a control in ISO in people controls.
Yes, sir.
And this file encryption, encryption, cryptography, decent technological controls in ISO. But again, we will deal in SOC 2 as well. So, despite from the standards, despite from the frameworks, controls will be 80% same in each and every organization. 80% those are same. So whenever anybody asked you what is the difference between SOC 2 and ISO means, you need to say this. SOC 2 is an compliance and this one is a framework, standard ISO. And both will deal with cybersecurity only. SOC 2 also deals with cybersecurity. See, incident management, where this incident management will come? In cybersecurity. Vulnerability management, where this vulnerability management will come? Cybersecurity. Where is patch management will come? Cybersecurity. Where is the back? These are the main cybersecurity areas what will cover in ITGC as well. And ISO 27001 is a standard of cybersecurity, and other aspects as well. You can able to see in the heading itself. Clear, Ramakrishna, or any doubts?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Others?
Sir, can I ask this? That if anyone asks the classification or how this from where this ITGC is derived, it can be said like this: GRC, from the GRC internal controls, and from the internal controls, an organization derives its RCM. From there,
No,
we will have ITGC like that.
No. Actually, ITGC is derived from GRC, governance, risk, and compliance. That's perfect. So internal controls means the controls what we are using inside, those are the internal controls. If at all your organization is calling all the employees to work from office, it's an internal control. The rules and regulations, what you will follow inside the organization is an internal control. Okay. So basically, one of the important thing in audit is T. This is an organization. In this organization, we are having 40 internal controls. Okay, 40 internal controls we have. That means the things what we will say in classes, let's say change management, everything, we have 40 controls, 40 ITGC controls. Okay. So if at all A is working with this organization, and A audited this 40 controls. A is working where? A is working in this organization and A audited this 40 controls. Simply, this guy will be called as internal auditor. Nothing to worry much. This guy will be called as internal auditor. And there is a person called X. He is from EY or Deloitte or KPMG or PwC, auditing firms. He came to this organization and this X guy audited this organization. This 40 ITGC controls, this X person audited, which is who is from one of the big four. This guy will be called as external auditor. This guy will be called as external auditor. That means he is not belongs to this organization. He is not belongs to this organization. So in tomorrow's class, I will say when these situations will come. But whether he might be internal auditor or whether he might be external auditor, whether he might be from your company or from outside company, he need to audit these 40 controls only. He need to audit these 40 controls only. So basically, I'll dig furthermore. I'll give furthermore info on this, what you will do. See, simply, I'm directly saying what the work you will do as 5 years or 4 years or 3 years an ITGC professional, okay? First thing, leave internal auditor perspective, leave external auditor perspective. Whether you are internal auditor or external auditor, the work, what you will do the same. What you will do is same. But here the designations will different, that's it. Okay. First thing, first step, you will get the controls list. You will get the controls list inside the organization. What are the controls? Change management, incident management, so on, what I write above. For these controls, as an IT auditor, for these controls, you need to say whether these controls are working good or not. How you will say? How you will say? So let's say, for example, Prithviraj need to go to Hyderabad on company work. Okay. I given the ticket to him. And I said, Prithvi, just go to Hyderabad. I said to him like that. So after 1 month, I got a doubt that whether this person really gone to Hyderabad or not. How I will check? Everybody will say, like, sir, you already given the ticket. No, he might, definitely he'll go. Why not he didn't enter the bus? Why not he dropped down in the middle? There are chances, right? But how can you say that this guy, how can you legitimate means how can you trust that this guy reached to Hyderabad? Simply I'm saying, this is just for your basic understanding. I'm saying, what we'll say, for evidence, as an evidence, we will collect 1 CCTV at bus boarding, 2nd CCTV at Hyderabad, right, bus stand. So if at all we saw the timings of these 2, we can able to know that whether Prithviraj really traveled to Hyderabad or not. So like this, by collecting the evidence, by collecting the appropriate evidence, we will get to know whether these controls are being passed or failed. If passed, no issues. If control is failed, what we will do? As an IT auditors, we will do nothing. If the control is failed, we will directly go to the organization and we will say, hey, organization, these controls, let's say if at all incident management controls are failing, we will say to the organization, hey, organization, in your company, incident management controls are failed. Those are not good. Please see those Like that, we will give the report and we will leave. This much easy this work is. This is what you will do. Even in Big Four, even in normal companies, anywhere. So now you all will get some doubts. I don't know how many people listen this, but for these doubts, everybody will have. For those only, some people will come. Sir, how many years we can keep? Sir, how many days course? Sir, how we will get the job? Sir, what is the job market is present or not? Sir, will you give the real time? Sir, any placement assurance? Sir, any placement assistance? So all these questions you will get firstly. Okay, many of the guys, these are only the doubts. So relating, yes, Kalyan, yes. So any doubts related to subject that you want to ask? Any doubts towards the subject till now? Any doubts?
I have one
So,
doubt.
yeah, towards not the questions what is specified, towards the subject, if at all you have,
Yes,
please.
yes.
If
Yeah.
not, we will stop the recording for answering those questions. I'll stop the recording, then I'll show the things. That's right. Yeah, please go on.
Yes. These ITGC controls are sometimes implemented in ERP like SAP or Oracle.
I got the question. I got the question. Basically, ITGC controls won't be implemented in SAP. ITGC controls won't be implemented in SAP because SAP will having a separate GRC that will be called as SAP GRC. You can able to see that. Same change management controls will come. Same incident management controls will come. Same access management controls will come. But you won't audit there. You will implement that GRC. But ITGC is Information Technology Governance Risk and Compliance. Governance ITGC is Information Technology Governance Controls. Information Technology Governance Risk and Compliance. SAP GRC is SAP Governance Risk and Compliance. The main difference between these two is ITGRC will always speaks from the organization perspective, from the whole organization perspective. But SAP GRC will speaks about only SAP modules, SAP Basis, SAP FICO, SAP ABAP, SAP HANA, all these comes under SAP GRC. So IT GRC is different, SAP GRC is different. To become an IT auditor, you need to write CISA. For IT, so SAP GRC, you need to write SAP GRC exam. So these are two different prospects. And you're saying Oracle and all, those will comes under ERP auditing, enterprise resource planning and management auditing. That's completely different. So these are three different buckets. And let's say there are some others as well. Cloud security is also there. Cloud security is nothing but it's not only the cloud, implementing some controls on the cloud to make the cloud environment secured. So it's also some parts of governance controls will be there. Some of the ISO controls will be implemented in cloud. So these are three different buckets, DJ. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So my last question, the ITAC, the application control, is this the same belong to the same domain, or is it is a separate one?
Actually, see, there are two things. One is application security. If at all you were getting calls from KPMG and all stating like, code review. Are you doing code review? Are you gone through application security? Application security is different. ITAC is different. Application security is nothing but penetration testing, ethical hacking, all the code reviews, all this comes under application security. Application controls means, see, ITGC governance controls in the organization. That means how secure the controls are, how secure the mechanism is going on. It will say in ITGC from the organization perspective. ITAC, we will speak from application perspective. Let's say you are using one application. So the controls in applications we will check. Previously, where we will check? We check from the organization perspective. But here, we will check from application perspective. That's only the difference, Prithvi. That's only the difference. Maximum controls will be the same. But here, we are auditing with respect to organization. Here, we are auditing with respect to application. That's it. Any other doubts?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, can you explain some common audit findings related to ITGS? Like one or two
Common audit?
findings. Common audit findings related to ITGS. ITGC.
So let's say one of the middleware inside the organization gone to end of life and end of support. So it's an open risk point, and organization is saying that the whole middleware gone into end of life and end of support, but there is no other compensatory service which are being provided by the marketer in the market. So we are accepting the risk, even though we found 90 active vulnerabilities inside this middleware. We are completely good to go. We are accepting the risk. Even though any vulnerability that is happened, we are okay. That's one finding. And very layman to the newcomers to understand, previously I given one control, two controls. All files need to be encrypted. And the second control is all BGVs need to be finished for new hire within 90 days. If at all that 90 days gone to 91 days or 92 days or 93 days, then it's a failure. It's also a finding.
Okay.
Wherever the process is deviating from the control. See, let be very layman, okay? From Hyderabad to Bangalore, bus started at 9 o'clock in Hyderabad that need to reach Bangalore by tomorrow morning 9 o'clock. If at all bus reached at 10 o'clock, it's failed. If at all it's reached at 9:1, failed. 9:2, failed. Exactly, it need to be there at 9 o'clock itself. That's how the audit will runs. If at all other than the thing, slight deviation also, we will note it as an exception.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, why we need to call it as only auditing? Because we are validating or testing these controls, right? Then we can call it as testing only, right? Or validation or verification. Why we have to term it as audit?
Basically, if at all you given blood test, what they will give?
He will give us the report, blood test report.
They will give the report, right?
Yeah.
So if at all, why it's only a report? Why can't you call it as auditing of blood test, auditing of blood? Why it's just a report?
So it will contain the
Because
result.
it just contains the results, not even results, all the metrics of your blood. That's it.
Okay.
There is no pre-standard. If at all you got 35 marks, and your father and mother not even said you to read, okay, there is no expectations on you, you got 35. Just they took your blood, and there is no expectation that you will have typhoid or malaria or dengue. There is no expectation that they did the random blood test. That's why it's a test. Auditing means there is already an expectation. There are already some controls. We are examining over that.
Okay.
So that's why it's an audit. And audit in lab, for your blood test, just the laboratory head or something will sign. But here, a CPA will sign the reports, the authoritative person.
Okay.
So that's why it's an audit. We are examining, we are not only testing, we are testing, we are examining, we are collecting evidences, we are seeing the path, how these controls are being working inside the organization.
Okay.
That's why it's an audit.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my question is, so how the ITGCs, like the nowadays, the AI is taking over. The how ITGCs in going forward in the future, is this the course will be worthable? Just I want to know that.
What's your previous experience?
So I'm into the non-IT, sir.
Which company? So don't say
Cognizant.
the company. Non-IT in which field?
Into the banking side.
So is banking is affecting from AI? Is your process
Some
is affecting from AI?
yes, some parts it was affecting, some was not.
That's what. Which parts are not affecting? Let's speak about that. Which part is not affecting?
The customer based part is not affecting.
No, that means all your work is already automated inside Cognizant.
No, no, some of the processes has been automated, but some of them are
Hmm.
not automated.
Which process are not been automated? Customer support.
No, no, not customer support. It's related to the customer banking transactions. Those type of processes has been not automated.
Then after this demo, just go and check one thing. ISO 42001. ISO, say me the number.
Forty
Say me the
thousand,
number. 42001.
42,000.
Yes, that's the
Mhm.
standard. That the standard which is being implemented by ISO to audit AI. To audit AI. That means
Mhm.
even if your company wants to use AI, we are the people who need to certify you with ISO. Yes, your AI is good. The mechanisms what you're using inside, those are perfect and safe. Think about that. Now I think you got the answer. Even for the AI, we need to audit.
Yes, sir.
So, any other questions? So I'm stopping the recording here. If at all nobody is having subject doubts, only the normal doubts according to the experience, according to other things, according to the trainings and all. So somebody will say their stories. So that's why I'm stopping the recording. So I'm asking again, if at all you don't have any doubts, then only I'll stop the recording. Related to subject. Related to subject. Okay. So many of the people who are seeing this demo as well. So from Monday the classes will be beginning. So let's meet in tomorrow's demo. Okay. Until then,
Sir,
stay
what is the
focused, stay
duration
updated.
of this course, sir? I have late joined. So what is the
Okay.
duration of this course?
Duration is 1 month, 1 month, 1 month to 1.5 months, 30 to 40 days, 25 to
Okay.
30 classes. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a
So it's not
totally
end of
theory. It's a totally theory based, sir. Do we have any tools in this ITGC?
no. Here we don't have any tools only. Completely, it's no manual. It's not theory. It's manual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's not end of the session. Just I'm stopping the recording because to clear the normal some of the confidential doubts of the students. So that's the thing. So yes, the people who are seeing this recording, who are seeing this demo, let's meet in tomorrow's session.